Friction is all around us. It is a part of our everyday lives. It helps us to move by allowing our shoes to grip onto the ground. Friction between a toothbrush and our teeth helps keep our mouths clean. Friction is the force that opposes motion. Today, we're going to learn how friction affects the way things slip and slide with the slippery sled activity. The main aim of the investigation is to provide insight into how friction can influence how objects move when in contact with another surface. The results of the investigation will enable you to comprehend and discuss the importance of selecting different surfaces to either reduce or increase friction. A fun fact about friction: sledding is so fast because of a thin layer of water acting as a lubricant and reducing the friction. When a sled moves over snow, the pressure and friction generate a small amount of heat, melting a thin layer of snow into water. This water layer acts as a lubricant, reducing friction and allowing the sled to glide along the surface smoothly. For this activity, these are the materials you will need. For more information, please look at the worksheet. So now on to the activity. Step 1, build your sled. Step 2, add the surfaces to the bottom of your sled. Here we show Velcro being added to the bottom of the sled compared to a sled with no additional surface. Step 3, add the load to your sled and weigh it. Here we use a bag of rice, which we know weighs 1 kilogram. Activity 1. Perform a pull test on the sled you've just made. Pull along on the force meter until the sled begins to move. Take care to note down the highest force required to move the sled. Activity number 2. Place your sled at the top of the ramp and gradually tilt the ramp upward until your sled begins to slide, taking care to use a rule to measure the minimum height required before your sled begins to slide. Activity number 3. Repeat the test again, but this time with icing sugar on the ramp, taking care once more to measure the minimum height required to make the sled slide. How does this compare to activity number 2? Tips and tricks. Ask the teacher for help building your sled if you're stuck. Make sure your sled can fit the bag of rice before taping your sled closed. Use a force meter to see how well your design may work before you test it on the slope. It may be necessary to add additional tape to reinforce your sled. Additionally, there is a stretch activity available which utilises more maths. The back of the worksheet provides additional details on this step. There's also a short quiz to help consolidate the students' learning. You can find additional information about this activity in the accompanying worksheets and teacher's notes.